Okay, for this video, I will show you the order you should do these drawings in, and then after that, I'll show you how to do the drill and tap. Okay, first, you have 4 drawings. The first one you should do is platform parts. Then after that, you do platform 1 assembly. When you finish these two, there's a trick, and I'll show you later how you can do these two very fast after you have the first 2 done. Okay, and you can watch the third video how to do these ones quickly. I'm going to start off with this drawing here. Okay, I think you guys can manage to draw this and drill the 4 holes and make 1/2 inch holes. That's no problem, and I think you can do this top, and now you know how to bring in these bubbles from the last lessons. Now over here, we have a drill and tap. So the question is, how do you put these circles in? Okay, so here's what you do. So I'm just going to copy some stuff here before we do the extension. I'm going to copy. Okay, we'll use the copy command here. Click on here. It's frozen a bit, so we'll just wait a second. There we go. We're going to copy. So I think you managed to do this square here, or this rectangle. So copy it to the side, and you guys will manage to do this rectangle here with the dimensions that are specified. And you'll locate the center lines without any trouble. So that part I think you can do on your own. So let's figure out how to do this drill and tap. Okay, oh, and I missed the center line, so just copy that center line as well. So I missed this center line here, and let's just bring in that drill and tap, and I'm pretty sure you guys can do the leader. Okay, let's read it and do the drill and tap. So you should be able to draw this rectangle where the holes are, and now we've got to drill and tap 2 holes 3/8 inch diameter by 1.25 inch long. Okay, 3/8 inch diameter. So I'm going to do it down here. So 3/8 inch. So I'm going to offset first. Okay, this will be the tap I'm going to do. I'm going to offset first. Instead of 3/8, I'm going to offset by 3/16. Okay, so 3/16. So it's half of 3/8. Okay, so from here to here, 3 is 3/8. So now both ways is 3/8. So what do I mean? From here to there, 0.38 or 3/8. So I just offset it by half. Now how deep do I go? Tells me there as well. So let's take a look. 3/8, 1.25 inch long. So we're going to offset now 1.25. So we're going to offset this down by 1.25. And now we're going to do some trimming. So I'm going to trim this, trim here, trim this, trim that and that. Okay. And I'll just erase these bottom lines. So I've created this in different colors. I'll just make sure it's dashed. This is the actual tap. It's a 3/8 inch tap. The tap just means threads. These are the threads. Now we need to put a hole in here. Well, does it really matter? It doesn't matter what size. It just has to be a picture. I'm going to assume a 1/4 inch hole. I'm just 3/8. The next smallest one is a 1/4 inch. So I'm going to offset by half a 1/4 inch, which is 0.125. So it's 0.125 this way and 0.125 this way. You can do 0.12, you can do 0.1. Just have to make these smaller. Okay. Now this distance here, just to make sure everything's clear, from here to here is 0.38. I don't mind using this color, we'll erase it. And from here down to here, okay, from there to there is 1.25. Now you have to go a little bit further. Does it matter how much? No. Maybe I'll go a 1/4 inch further. But whatever you want, you can go up 1/2 inch. It's just a picture. So we're just going to make this go down to there. And now I'm going to trim. So I'm going to trim this, 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 and this. And I'll trim up here and here. So basically, and I'll make it dashed. All this is supposed to be dashed. Basically, what I've done here is I've just created a rectangle down here, and these lines should match up. I've created this rectangle to look exactly the same as the other one. Let's take a look. It may look a little different. See, my rectangle is a little bit wider, and it sticks out so far. Okay, so we're getting there. So mine here is a little bit skinnier. It's okay. Okay, now we have to create some lines. So there's 120 degrees here. So I'll just switch to the proper layer, the dashed. I'm gonna switch, whoops. So I wanna just go into dashed here. Over here, I'm gonna switch to a 30-degree angle. And I'm gonna create a line right here, 30 degrees. I'm gonna go right there. Hopefully that was 30, I'm not sure. We can undo that just to make sure. I'm gonna draw a line. So we go to the first one, there, dash, 30. Do another line on the other side, 30, and then I'll trim. Okay, and so far I've got this and this, and if I don't like the way this looks, I can always type REGEN to regenerate, or I can type LTS, line thickness scale. I can make it 0.5 just to show you. It could look like this. It's just weird that it ends here. Sometimes they end a little bit different, but there's that so far. Okay, so we've got that and that. Okay, does it matter how much further? No. This is initially they have to drill a hole, okay, and then they tap it. So what they do is they add the threads. So I'm pretty much done that. On the top, okay, I got to draw 2 circles. So I could, after I draw this, okay, so whoops, after I draw this, okay, I can just draw a line from here up. Okay, make sure it's straight. So I'll guarantee it's straight. I'll go straight up, and I'll draw another line from here. And I'll go straight up as well. Okay, and I'll draw 2 circles here. Okay, we got this circle and a second circle. Whoops, just went into something else. So we'll do a second circle that touch those 2 lines. Okay, the inside circle is a con circle. Okay, and the other represents our second circle on the outside. Okay, represents the thread, and that's the hole that goes through. We'll just copy that. Okay, if you don't know what drill and tap is, the last video off the internet shows someone drilling a hole and then tapping it. Okay, and there. Again, the most important dimension you don't have to show is the tap, is where they create the thread, which is what a tap is that. So that should be 1 1/4 because it says 1 1/4 long, and the 3/8 is out here, and the other one's just a picture, and the 3/8 goes from here to here, 0.375 around, so 3/8. Now, on this drawing, there's something different here. See, there's an enlargement right here. Okay, so here's what you do. You copy this, okay, you put it over here, and take the ortho off. Okay, you put it on the side wherever you need it, and then it says scale 1 to 1. So you have to scale it by 4 because it's a 1 to 4 just to see what's happening. There's no dimensions on there. Luckily for us, we don't have to add any dimensions here. So just to see what's happening, you just scale this, okay, by 4, okay, and then you have to turn the hole that you drilled here. So this hole here, or the dash on the inside goes con, okay, and it's as if you take a section through there and you hatch certain parts. So now you've got this drawn. So look, you got that, and then you have to add the hatch. Interesting, the hatch does go through the dash. So let me hatch it. Okay, so if I were to hatch this or make a cut through it, so I just wanted to show you how to make a cut through this. So if I add the hatch, okay, so I pick this, and I'll zoom in. It does go into here and does go into there. I just change the scale maybe by 4, so it's more spread out. Okay, and I hit escape, and there's my hatch. There's that hatch. Here, this might be closer. Look, it goes into there, and there's the drilled hole. And this here represents the threading here. So the drill and tap 2 holes. Okay, and the section, I assume you can figure out how to draw these sections here. On the next drawing, I'll show you how to do this assembly. From here, I'll show you how to do the assembly quickly.